Ahead of the start of the new Alps Hockey League season, I welcome our viewers and guests to today's season opening talk from the Win Today studio in Vienna. Joining me are Nicolas Stockhammer, Chairman of the Alps Hockey League Board of Governors and Vice President of the Austrian Ice Hockey Federation, League Commissioner Michael Suttnig, and Zeller Eisbären forward Max Wilfan. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you for the invitation.
Nicolas, let's begin with you. The Alps Hockey League starts season number 10. How does this make you feel?
I think it's a big and considerable achievement that a project like this has been able to succeed in this form and in this quality, I would even say, within the past 10 years. And also it is an achievement of 3 federations that found their common way to make something like that happen, to put some energy behind it, to give their best to erase all kinds of obstacles and to follow this pathway despite challenging times. And I am very optimistic that we will manage to continue in this manner for the next 10 years.
You are the chairman of the board since July. What are your main tasks?
I think the main task, and I will also do it in a sort of copy-paste manner from my predecessors, is the coordination, bringing together the 3 federations together with the excellent organizers of the league to find common solutions for common problems. One major aspect is to, as I tried to mention now, the above the clouds thinking and strategic outlook of a league product like that, and to also have a very strong and smart idea of what are the challenges that we may face and what are opportunities as well, because we should think much more in the manner the glass is half full than the glass is half empty.
As I mentioned, you're also the vice president of the Austrian Ice Hockey Federation. How do the federations of Austria, Italy and Slovenia work together for the league?
I think other people have to assess that, but from my perspective, and I think this is pretty much the same as from our 2 partner federations, Italy and Slovenia, I think the cooperation functions very well. Sometimes there are some discussions about certain issues, but this is like in a good marriage. You face such discussions and then you try to find a solution. When you're married, it's always the wife who's on the right side. Here it's always the league and the whole roof that's on the right side, and we have to subordinate under a common idea.
Michael, you were part of the process when the league was founded. How did the federations start working together?
I still remember it was in Innsbruck. I think it was end of 2015 or beginning of 2016, where a representative of Italy and Austria in the first step from the federation and from the teams were calling in like a meeting to discuss different topics, because in each federation and each country they had some vulnerable league structure with adding and deleting sometimes teams. So they were looking for, similar to the Ice Hockey League, a league where it's more balanced, more stable, with a maybe bigger amount of teams. And so we started the next meeting. Slovenia was also part of it. And then we kept on working together with the league organization to find some solutions, and then the three federations agreed with a memorandum of understanding to install this league. And then the following season were the first season where the Alps Hockey League started with 16 teams.
Has your job as league commissioner changed over the years?
Yes, of course. I mean, all the time there is some development, some changes around with different positions. At the beginning, when the Alps Hockey League started, Christian Feichtinger, the managing director, was more in this role, and basically employees from the organization took over certain parts of to organize the league. But it was pretty clear in a short manner of time that this role is much bigger, and they installed the commissioner, this commissioner position aimed to enhance the product.
And how has the league improved since the beginnings?
I think it's a constant development and improvement. The league, the big challenge is how much can we put in this league, because there are volunteering people still working on it, and the basic and the fundament of the whole league, especially within team and club organizations, are volunteered. And it's a fine line and a very edgy situation, but together with the teams, the federations and the board of governors, everybody involved, I think we find all the time such a balance that we can keep on going with that league, and slowly but still can make some progress within the league.
Max, you also know the league very well. You've played more regular season games than anyone else. So has the level of play changed over the years?
Well, I have to say that ever since the league was founded 10 years ago, the level was very high already. And but yes, of course, it got higher year by year, and there have been lots of good teams in this league, even teams that are in the Ice League now. And I think it's the perfect league for young players who want to make the next step to the Ice League. I think the Alps League is the perfect league in between junior leagues and the Ice League.
We also asked some players about the level of the league, and let's take a look at their answers now.
Since the start to now, it's a really step in the right direction.
Yeah, I think the league adapted to the evolution of the game. It got faster.
Game changed in that way that it's a lot of more young players on the league.
Our team, for example, is very young. Compared to the first years when I play in this league.
The level in general has leveled out a little bit more, I think, the first couple of years.
And started to adapt to the international level.
Every game it's tough, so yeah, I think there's not big differences between the teams like it was at the beginning.
So the players agree that the league has become even stronger. So what is your best memory from your time with Lustenau?
There are lots of great memories. In the beginning, we were struggling a little bit because the Italian and Slovenian teams were just a little bit better than we were. But I think we improved over the years, and we played 2 or 3 semifinals. And there are lots of good memories. We had some good years there.
And how did it feel to win your first championship title with Zeller in April?
Awesome, of course. It was the big goal. As I said in the beginning, I never thought that as an Austrian team we could win the league, actually. But Zeller did a good job the past couple of years. So I knew when I came there last season that we had a chance. And that it worked out in my first season with Zeller was great, and I'm really happy.
Yeah, the champions came from Italy, Slovenia, and now Austria. How important is this success from an Austrian perspective?
I mean, for my position within the board of governors, it's very important to me. No, I'm just kidding. It is important, I think, for the entire Austrian hockey community. For us as federations, it's also important. It shows that our teams, and Zeller here in particular, are doing great efforts. They are constantly improving. They are making the perfect arrangements to make that all possible. and at a certain stage it is important to harvest your seed and to get back what you invested, and the victory is a huge achievement, and they can be very proud, and I'm optimistic that they will continue this pathway and success will be guaranteed.
The league is also a great platform for young players. How important is this for all federations when it comes to player development?
I think in this regard I can speak for all three federations, because I know that this is our common thinking, that this is the DNA of the league, to develop young players, to prepare them for higher leagues, to give them skills, to provide them with all kind of experiences they have to make before they become fully fledged professionals, and therefore this league is some sort of a starting ramp for further careers, and there are really good examples that show that it's possible that you can make it even to the NHL, and also our Austrian federal national team is also, I would say, has a dense structure of former AHL players.
We also asked some players about this, and let's have a look at their answers.
You see young players come in the league, they grow, make the step, they work hard, and you see you got the chance to come in the NHL. So
a lot of chances for like young players to like play a higher level than junior. So very, very helpful for the young guys to like start at an early age to compete at a high level.
I think the introduction was quite important because the last Serie A season we only had 8 teams, and after that when the Alps Hockey League was created, we had again a league with more teams. It allowed some players to jump to the Ice League, and so it's a great league where you can develop as a player.
I think it was a key decision to make this league. It's a great league, and kids can look up to it and try to get there.
The competition for sure got more intense with the introduction of all the Italian, Slovenian, Croatian teams.
We had a lot of Croatian guys, a lot of young guys, young team. So it's huge for sure for hockey in Croatia and in CSAC.
It's the first time you play against men. They also played in higher leagues. They're also really good. It's really important for us guys to play against men because it's so much different than play against the same age guys.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Of the 26 players on Austria's most recent World Championship roster, 15 had played in the Alps Hockey League. Is this good for the league's reputation?
What can be better than that? It shows young players, even when they are coming to the league at a very young age, some of them, that this league is their perfect supporter to become a national team player once. And this is exactly what we had been desiring for the past years, and it shows that especially the AHL is on the right way to provide that, and we as federations, and also in that regard I would like to add Italy and Slovenia, are giving our best to make that possible, to improve the structures and to have much more young talents play, and it also gives visibility to the league and its efforts and its successes. And when the ultimate highest product the national federation can give is the national team, and such a density of former AHL players is like the business card of the league there.
You already mentioned one topic with Vasily Zelenov and Bruno Ichan. 2 Alps players have already made it, have already been drafted into the NHL. Is the league in the international spotlight?
Maybe not on the main focus, because especially in North America, the mechanisms are a little bit different. But there, what's very important is players' profiles, and even in media, they go all through the player profiles, where they're coming, where did they play. And of course, this is for positive effect, because somehow they're going to see that those players played in Alps Hockey League. And maybe this is some initiation that scouts are coming more and more to Alps Hockey League game, which is very positive for the league, and also bigger possibilities and opportunities for young players to be in the spotlight.
For many Alps players, the next step is the win to the Ice Hockey League. How would you describe the exchange between the two leagues?
I think the cooperation between the two leagues and also among the teams in those different leagues are very good. Especially both leagues have in their regulations and procedure regulations a lot of points where this is the goal of it, or sometimes some mandatory things to do. Especially Ice Hockey League teams have to have like mandatory a farm team within the Alps Hockey League, and also the teams among each other, they're good cooperating, the manager good cooperating, and especially it started with the Austrian Federation, and now Italy and Slovenia are the same. The procedure behind it to switch from one league to the other league was very complicated at the beginning, but it was very, very simplified, and they can also within a week they can go back and forth without any organizing background. So it is much, much easier for the teams, for the players, everything, and this makes it easier that teams can switch between the two leagues.
It will be the same game mode and 13 teams again in the upcoming season. With the return of Asiago, a real hockey town, they are back on the map. Does this make the league even more interesting?
To the first point, the game mode, I mean, it was the same game mode like last season with 13 teams, so the teams were pretty happy with this game mode and nobody was really interested to change it, so we kept this game mode also for the new season. And yes, of course, with a traditional team like Asiago, especially in Italy, is a big name in Italy for many, many years already. If this comes back to this league, it's for sure very positive, and also within Italy and for the league is a good sign in the right direction that somebody who was even in the Ice Hockey League comes back to this league and be part of it.
Yeah, with Asiago back in the league, there will be a strong competition again. How do you stay at a high level yourself?
Well, to stay motivated, I guess this trophy here is my biggest motivation. You want to win. You want to win with your buddies and friends from the team. And for that you work in summer, you work during the year in practices, and that's how I try to stay on fit and try to stay on top to win.
You have lots of experience. How do you try to help the younger players on your team?
Well, I think I'm not the loudest in the locker room, but if there's something that has to be said, I will say it, and young guys can always come talk to me. If they have questions, I will help them.
And sometimes he needs to kick some ass, but he won't tell now.
Maybe.
We have spoken about Asiago's return. From the league's perspective, do you have the aim to get more new teams into the league in the future?
Basically, we are open for any application that is matching our target values and our prescriptions as published. So once a team, especially from the three federations, applies for a step into the next season or something, we will invite them all and assess whether their application fits the requirements. So yes, and I think it would be a desire to get more teams to expand it a little more, but also on the other side, the amount of teams that we are having now is quite attractive. So you have nice rounds that are being played, and in the end, I think a league like the AHL has to expand to a certain amount, but not to overexpand. And this is something we have to take care of and to safeguard the quality and the values of the league. But in the past, this has been managed, and I'm optimistic that we will continue to do so.
We've already talked about challenges over the years. What challenges does the league face now, and how can they best be overcome?
The major challenge is on the financial side, and this concerns things that are posed upon from the outside, like the price pressure. Traveling costs have risen dramatically. This has an impact on the finances of the teams, and other price developments that are not so easy to anticipate. So this is something I would argue is a key challenge. And then there are some minor challenges, for example, particular national interests of the federations, or things that have to be discussed internally. So any organization has challenges, but I'm always, as I mentioned before, on the optimistic side, and I think it's important to address the opportunities. What can be done to improve it? Where are our chances to make the product even more attractive, and how can we get the same value for what we are providing, what the players are providing, the teams are providing, what the organization is providing, the federations are providing. So it's a question to have the same attractiveness and the same revenue for the attractiveness as well. And this is the competition where we're at, and we are attacking, as I would say.
Yeah, the teams and the leagues, they try to promote the league as good as possible. Next season, there is the start of a new influencer project. How important are campaigns like this?
Yes, of course. It's very important in any product, and even personal development is a key factor to do the next step. We also this season, like everybody probably noticed, we have a new Alps Hockey League logo, also with the 10 years integrated with it. We also facelifted a little bit the web page, so we are progressing. We try to do within our framework we have. Of course, everybody has like some time and financial borders to fulfill, and within these borders we're gonna do our best to promote the league, not only on the ice but also off the ice.
For fans who can't make it to the rink, every game will be streamed live on Valcom.tv. How important is it to make all games available online?
Yes, of course, nowadays the whole world is digital, and of course you have to provide all fans also in this regard some features, and not only live stream. This is the basic where every game is live streamed, but also highlights and all different social medias. You have to provide people with all different formats so that they are up with the league. They can go in the league. They have some information about the league. I think in this digital work it's almost a must.
Many teams had good crowds last year. Do you think this is a good sign for the future, for the next season?
Yes, it is. We had a slightly increase last season to the previous season. This is for sure the positive way. Everybody wants more fans in the ring, that's for sure. And also after COVID was not too easy, not only in hockey but in all other sport business, to get people back in the venues. But I think we are going in the right direction. The championships last year was pretty close, so we had a new winner. So everything is in the right direction. We hope that more people are coming in the future.
Talking about fans, we have to talk about Zeller am See. You had huge crowds last season. How would you describe the hockey hype in Pinzgau?
It's great. It's big. People love to come to watch our games, and as a player to play in Zeller am See, it's really nice. It pushes you playing in front of lots of people, and I think they were a big factor as well why we won it last year.
Which other arenas are your personal favorites to play in?
I was surprised of the arena in Žižák. Maybe not the right there, but the rink itself and their fans. They had lots of fans, and it was good noise. And also I played a long time in Vorarlberg, so I like to play in Dornbirn against Bregenzer.
With the championship title last season, do you feel more pressure now going into the next one?
No, not really. Of course, people think that, or the media maybe, that we are one of the favorites for next season, of course, and we want to win it again. Who doesn't? But I don't think we have more pressure.
Finally, 2 last questions for each of you. What are your hopes for the upcoming season, and who is your pick for the championship title?
Okay, I'll start with the pick for the championship title. I think the defender of the title has to be mentioned as a favorite in any case, but there are also from the two other federations candidates that will be good opponents for that title and good competitors. I think if it's an Austrian team, I would be double as happy, but this is in the nature as the representative of the Austrian Federation. But I would like to mention that also as the chairman of the board, I'm naturally also happy for the other federations if one of their teams would win it. What is my wish for the next season is constant improvement in all facets. It means when it comes to spectators, when it comes to sportive development, when it comes to improvements in organization, administration, make things easier, make things more smooth in the functioning and all that together. We should have a successful season, and maybe once it's not 10 but 100 years, I think we are all not going to survive that, but I think a product like that has to have their goals in the far future, and this is what it has to be set up now.
Michael, what about your hopes?
Contenders, in my role as a commissioner, I will not determine that, but I think there are a few contenders in all 3 federations and countries who are capable probably to win the championship. We will see at the end, probably the best team will win it. My wishes for the upcoming season is, of course, tight games with a lot of spectators. Also that the players are be healthy again, and a good cooperation among the teams and with all different entities and organizations.
And finally, Max?
Well, I wish for good filled rinks, close games as well, exciting season, and most of all, I hope that every player stays healthy.
Thank you all for the nice talk. The league season opens on September 20, and to wrap up, let's hear some championship predictions from other players.
I don't know. I think it's really open this year. So
I expect a balanced league, like it has been the last years.
So I think there's a lot of teams that have a shot at winning it, but I hope it's going to be us.
I think it's tough to choose one exactly. I think we are 5 to 6 teams that we battle to be the champions. Like for the last few years has been like this.
I think Zeller is looking really good this year. They got a lot of new players and I think they look really good. They also won last year, so.
Yeah, I think like last year, Zeller they have a really good team this season too.
Zeller as a champion, they're gonna be one of the top favorites or the top favorite.
As far as underdog teams, I think it's gonna be us. Of course, we are a really young team, but I think we have the talent. We just need to develop and learn how to play as a team and win as a team and also lose as a team.
I would say Asiago, they come down from the first league to the Alps now. Yeah, the underdogs, it's hard to tell because every team, they bought new players, new good players. They have young players, everybody's hungry, so...
Well, we're going to be a surprise team because we're young and we're all ready to fight and we're going to have a great season.
Merano built a great team this year. They got some new players, good players, and I think they will be tough to play.